Excellence must be pursued, it must be wooed with all of one's might and every bit of effort that we have. And each day there's a new encounter, each week is a new challenge. All of the noise and all of the glamour, and all of the color, and all of the excitement, and all of the rings and all of the money, these are the things that really linger only in the memory. But the spirit, the will to excel, the will to win, these are the things that endure.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Good morning to everybody. Shout out to everybody in those YouTube streets. Another beautiful petty morning is on us. I hope everybody's morning's going and starting off well. So I guess we had a little bit of a mix-up last night. I did a quick live last night because Triggs had a live, not Triggs, but Pills had a live scheduled at 7 p.m. Right after Photon's live. But Pills sent me a message saying that he's not going to go live until Wednesday now. So I guess he pushed that back. So we'll make sure that we tune in for that. What else do we have? I did notice that a couple of other people did go live. There's a couple of people's lives that I didn't check out. One of those lives was one by a individual named Miss T. Prey. Miss T. Prey came out, she recently got exposed by, we all heard the audio of her daughter's testimony in terms of Miss T. Prey's involvement as her mother, in her life, pretty much saying that she didn't have any involvement. But the the denial that I heard of people trying to convince themselves that something else had taken place was just, it was just really interesting to me. I heard on Carrie Ann's live, she said that that what was showed in that particular video of her daughter was misrepresented, and it was spliced, and they didn't play the entire video. And that Carrie Ann said that pretty much that her daughter uh, said in the video that her and her mom uh, have a good relationship now, or something like that. And she tried to use YM as evidence that that's what happened in that video. I heard the video in its entirety, and that's exactly not what happened. Her daughter was saying how her pretty much T. Pre was an absentee mother. So just because the whole clip wasn't played, that is not, it didn't show any, it was nothing that redeemed T. Pre of any type of guilt of being absent from her daughter's life and some key events. So that's not what the case was. And Carrie even went further to say she never even seen the clip herself, but yet she spoke as if that's what was the case, that there was deception that was involved by clipping out parts of the clip. That's not what it was. I heard that clip, and it was pretty much her testimony as to why her frustration that her mother wasn't there for her. So there wasn't anything that she that turned and flipped any of that around. Just because YM says something does not make it fact and does not absolve anyone of guilt. I love how T. Prairie does this quite often. Like, she uses YM as a launch board to give her commentary for what she'll do in her show. And instead of forming an independent thought on her own, she'll use YM's brain to do that. And I guess she thinks it's because YM was speaking in favor of her that she can now say that breaking was trying slicing and dicing and splicing videos to try to manipulate things to portray T. Pre in a bad light, when that's not what it was at all. Those were her daughter's own words. There was nothing spliced about it. And the entire video in itself, the whole video clip of the interview, was her just going in further detail on her not being there for her as her mother. So that didn't absolve her of anything. So I guess T. Pre's getting more courage to come back on here by resting her hat on YM trying to speak and trying to put onus on breaking for trying to misrepresent the evidence that we all heard. And that's not the case. You know, in the previously in the sector, that was something that was very common in the sector. You could once put out these fake narratives and just have people blindly go along with them. But it's a new day. It's a new 2.0 day. And we're holding y'all accountable, your 1.0 feet to the fire. When you come out here and you put false narratives like T. Pre and Carrie Ann has on people, you should expect, when you're faced with the truth, to just accept it as what it is. It is indeed your truth, and there's no sneaking or double dutching or moonwalking around it that you can do. It is what it is. You have to face the facts that you know, the evidence showed and the receipt showed what it showed, and those were from your own words. I also saw where T Pre was in Carrie Ann's chat, and she was making, she was saying that something like, someone had said something that, when Robbie doxed Keeping It Plain's information, that how did Robbie not get any pushback or negative, nobody voiced any type of outrage over Robbie coming on here doxing somebody and putting their personal financial information out here. And that, I thought that was a very good question. I thought that was a very good question. Someone not even from the sector came in here to dox someone from this sector. And I saw T Pre said in the chat that Keeping It Plain, it doesn't matter because it was Keeping It Plain, because Keeping It Plain was doing a bunch of doxing and was doxing all these people on behalf, along with Shakim. I don't remember Keeping It Plain ever doxing anybody on here. Keeping It Plain doesn't even have a channel where he goes lives and presents things. So another fabrication there is, now you can't really say that Shakim, that Keeping It Plain was doxing people. Shakim doxed people in his own right, but Keeping It Plain, I don't know him to dox people. The first thing I known in regards to Keeping It Plain and doxing was when DJ Drama doxed his son and presented that on his channel, and how he didn't get any pushback for it, but he was allowed to dox that man's son and put his personal information out. So if anything, when you're trying to paint like the 2.0 being based on doxing, that's not what it is. It was literally receipts, and that of like actual receipts that were shown, of things that just to further show a complete picture of who people are. These people who were misrepresenting people on a particular side just because they could get away with it, because they had the numbers on their side. They were able to try to defame people's character on here and put out their family members. And that doesn't make it okay. Even if you don't like the person, if you don't like what they do, if you don't like how they move in a sector, it does not make it okay to dox somebody on here, to dox their family members, to dox their children. It does not make it okay on either side. But I did see where T Pre was trying to justify that shit, saying that Keeping It Plain, nobody cares if any doxing, if he was doxed in the sector, because it was Keeping It Plain. Why does that make it okay because you don't like the person? I really don't understand that. And that's why I'm so glad that I have given up trying to understand T Pre and her logic. It's just so kooky to me. It's so kooky to me. Like, it's okay as long as it's somebody you don't like. But the minute that it affects somebody you do like, then you're all up in arms. Then I saw where T Pre was speaking about the oh, let me go ahead and go over this. Hold on. I'm going to just go ahead and share my screen to a little bit in terms of what this woman was talking about on her live. It'd be easier for me to play it than to just try to summarize it all together. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. Let's have a quick commercial break. And then I'll have this all pulled up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's have a quick commercial. All right, here we go. So let me see. Let me cover this up. So I am okay. So let me go find exactly where it is.
Throwing money here and throwing money there, billions of dollars into this that could be going back into the American people. It was during the time where Carrie Ann's job was being called, where they were constantly calling the news, making up stories. They were doxing her students and all kinds of stuff. And we knew all about this stuff, and everybody was pretty angry about it. I can't think of anybody in the sector. I'm sorry, guys. I can't think of anybody in the sector that wasn't angry about that, right? Except the AFWs who were participating in the behavior, right? So at the time, that was what the conversation was. What are we going to do in regards to this in order to save our sector? Because the bottom line is none of us, not a single content creator and not a single chatter, is going to continue in an environment where they constantly have to be put in this state of if whatever I say, you're going to call my job, or whatever I say, you're going to try to call my family members and harass them and do all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So we tried to figure out as adults with clear minds and clear heads what directions we wanted to go in, not the entire sector, but the directions that we were going to take our channels, what we were going to do in chats and different things like this. That crowd, it's up to you as the content creator to entertain people enough where they want to be there, okay? Because to Carrie Ann and to multiple people in this sector where we finally just were done, and nobody is going to keep coming back to a space and online and all this other bullshit, right? Then he said, this is what Kip said. Kip said, I'm not going to dox drama. I'm not going to do that. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I wonder why you've had a change of heart with drama. And I think I know why you had a change of heart with drama. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my opinion on bullshit, right? Then he said,
hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the exact spot.
Until he has this man brought to justice. That is what this man said. He said, Kip never said that he was going to try to get Triggs locked up. That's wrong. He absolutely said that he was trying to get Triggs locked up. He said he wasn't going to stop until he got him in jail. Okay, those were his exact words, is that he wasn't going to stop until he has this man brought to justice. That is what this man said. He wants to see him locked the fuck up. He wanted to see him in jail. And so he was calling his probation officer. He was going to let his probation officer know that he's being, quote unquote, harassed online and all this other bullshit, right? Then he said, this is what Kip said. Kip said, I'm not going to dox drama. I'm not going to do that. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I wonder why you've had a change of heart with drama. And I think I know why you had a change of heart with drama. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my opinion on this. And again, I could be wrong, right? But I'm going to give you my opinion about it. I think once you got this
okay, so let me play that first part back again one more time in case it wasn't clear for y'all. Let me rewind that part back and what she's talking in regards to clip and what she's saying. This is from Miss T. Perry's latest live. So let me rewind this part again and replay that.
I quote, harassed or this man brought to justice. That is a stop until he got him in jail. That's wrong. He absolutely said that he was trying to get Triggs locked up. He said he wasn't going to stop until he got him in jail. Okay, those were his exact words, is that he wasn't going to stop until he has this man brought to justice. That is what this man said. He wants to see him locked the fuck up. He wanted to see him in jail. And so he was calling his probation officer. He was going to let his probation officer know that he's being, quote unquote, harassed online and all this other bullshit, right? Then he said, this is what Kip said. Kip said, I'm not going to dox drama. I'm not going to do that. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I wonder why you've had a change of heart with drama. And I think I know why you had a change of heart.
Okay, so that's one thing you're wrong about. Keeping a Plane never said he was going to get him arrested or that's what his goal was. What he said was is he was going to report him to his probation officer. He was going to report drama to his job based on what he was doing and letting them know what they were doing on YouTube, their activities on YouTube. That was never stated by Keeping It Plain that his goal and he was not going to stop until he seen these two put in jail. He said he was going to do that, and it's up to them whether they deem it as being an illegal act in terms of what they were doing on YouTube. But it wasn't his job. It's not his job to decide that. He's leaving it in their hands. So you completely lied and said that he verbatim said that. Keeping It Plain never said that. And if he did say that, why wouldn't you just play the clip of Keeping It Plain saying just that? If that's what you're saying, if there's a discrepancy in what Keeping It Plain said. You know he never said that. So why are you saying that that's what he said? We all know that you misremember things, T-Pre, and that you are gun-ho and you're huge in spreading false narratives on people. You've done that with me and countless other peoples within the sector. You were putting out that I was a Craigslist gay prostitute, and that's how I was found in this sector until TC corrected your ass, and then you stopped saying it. But you do put out a lot of misinformation, and enough is a goddamn enough. I'm so tired of people talking bullshit and don't show any receipts and don't play any clips of people's actually saying what they're saying people are saying. They're just trying to mistranslate something that they want that person to say. But Keeping It Plain never said that. So let me go ahead and see what this what T-Pre has to say a little bit further.
Part with drama. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion on this. And again, I could be wrong. A change of heart with drama. You've had a change of heart with drama. I'm not going to dox drama. I'm not going to do that. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I wonder why you've had a change of heart with drama. And I think I know why you had a change of heart with drama. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my opinion on this. And again, I could be wrong, right? But I'm going to give you my opinion about it. I think once you got you got in touch with these people with this probation place, right? And they gave you their business card, right? And then you tried to follow up. They told you, we've done an investigation on this. And it turns out that this person that you're claiming is this person that's harassing you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what's going on. They don't know any of this stuff. They don't know any of these people. And we're closing this case and this investigation. That's what I think happened. I think they let you know you were wrong and that you didn't have the right person. And now you have to save face with the sector because your 60-plus-year-old ass is still up here telling us how you want to put these men in jail because they said you're a bad father, right? Or because they said you didn't pay your fucking bills on time and stupid shit like this. So you want to, get them fired and go get them in jail. But then they're telling you, no, you got the wrong guy. We don't know who this is. You got to start over. So you got to save face with the sector and just be like, you know what? I ain't even going to dox him. I'm going to leave him alone. I'm not going to bother him no more. That's what I think happened, is that you finally realize, Kip, Piss Jug Man, that you have the wrong guy, okay? And you had D. Darrell's stupid ass and all these other dumb motherfuckers out here. Hey, look at him. Look at the horn on his head. Look at him. We're going to call his dog. Look at him. And you had the wrong person. Instead of you being a fucking man and admitting you were wrong, you would rather just say, you know what? I ain't even gonna dox him, y'all. I ain't gonna dox him. After all these months, you've been building this shit up for month after month after month with all this dramatic bullshit just to turn around and say that. I think that shit's hilarious. And then you said the same thing about Triggs. You said, Triggs, tell the people what your probation officer said. Tell them what she said. She said that you said you don't even know these people over here, but they keep harassing me. I don't know who these people are. That's what you said, kid. And you know what I read between the lines with that? That the probation officer is so sick and tired of your 60+ stupid motherfucking ass that shouldn't be online worried about this shit any fucking way. She's so sick of fucking hearing from you that she finally told you, listen, my client says he does not know anything about any of you people. He's not online. He's not on YouTube, but he knows that you're harassing him because there's multiple people of y'all and your friends that are constantly contacting him, constantly contacting his ex-wife, constantly contacting his children, constantly contacting his job, but he does not know who you are. That's what I think they told you. So I think, again, you have the wrong person. But you trying to save face, knowing you don't have nothing else. Oh, I got more coming down the line. We don't even care at this point. Okay? Because we know you're fucking harassing a fucking stranger. Somebody who does not know anybody in this sector, somebody who doesn't go live, somebody who's not interested in the sector. Okay? Yeah, they might watch somebody over in the beef sector and they might watch other things, but that don't mean they're watching us and they know who we are. But you having to be right about everything that you say and everything that you do, you just can't swallow the fact that you're wrong. Okay? You're just wrong. And you know, here's the thing. Even if, like I've been saying all this time, even if this was him, right? What the fuck do you think we're going to do about it? Do you honestly think that if you continue to tell us some bullshit about some grown-ass man who ain't got shit to do with any of us, do you honestly think we're going to stop going to his shows? We're going to stop watching? Because that's ultimately what you want. You want everybody to stop watching him. You want everybody to just not like him for whatever reason, you know, because you can't get over him. You know, you can't get over him telling you about yourself as a father, right? You know, if you spent more time on your son's channel, like some of us have done, okay, where we've actually listened to your son talk.
Okay, so right there, you said that she just said that she's spending time on Keeping It Playing's son's channel. So why are you going around stalking this man's son? Because you were, how did you get the information on Keeping It Playing's channel, his son's channel? So now you're taking your ass over there to harass his son now? Okay, so you just admitted to you're now going to harass his family members. Okay, thank you for saying that, and now that's now recorded that you're a part of it too. And I'm glad to see that Miss T. Pree is off the bench, and now she's worked up enough courage to come back and enough face, and now that she's got the egg off her face to get back up and start windmilling again, because she's showing how you know, her stupid is showing. And she's showing that she's not really getting any of this. I have not heard Keeping It Plain say any of that's his goal, is for people to stop supporting Triggs. I never heard him say that. What he said is that he's going to alert and go follow the proper legal protocols, which is in his right to do so. You're forgetting the offense was done to him. These offenses were done to him. How he responds, if it's legal, It's his right to fucking do that. You don't get to dictate how that man responds. And it's off YouTube at this point. He's following the proper protocols that he's supposed to, that is legally owed to him. That's his legal right to do so. So trying to tease him or trying to make it seem that this is that he's going to look bad with the sector or whatnot. I'm sure that is not what Keeping It Plain really cares about at the end of the day. It is a process when these things happen, and he never said that he was going to come on here and retaliate by doxing in return. He never said that. Why would he turn around and dox DJ Drama when DJ Drama was doxing him and his family? He'd be stupid to do that. Not everybody on here is an idiot. Some people do follow the law and do their due diligence in terms of what they feel they need to do. It's his right to do that because the offense was done to him. He doesn't owe you an explanation. He doesn't owe me an explanation. He doesn't owe anyone in this sector an explanation. But the offense was done against him. One, by Rob B doxing him and putting out his personal financial information. And you guys put her in the Queen of the Sector contest and whatnot. And she came on here and doxed one of our own people. And nobody says anything about that's wrong or anything like that. They just, let the shit happen. And people are just in awe of it that she did that and are using that against him, doxed information. No, it's nobody's business what that man has going on in his personal life. And to make all these speculations on what you think his relationship is with his son or what he should have did in his son's life, it's none of our fucking business. He didn't put it on YouTube, and it's not our right or our business to go off of YouTube to try to bring it on YouTube to make it content for everybody on here. It's nobody's right to do that. So T-Pre is putting out false information, and she's trying to change Keeping It Plain's words around, saying that he said something that he never said. He never said that his goal was to get this man arrested or put behind bars or any of that in regard to DJ Drama. Now, I never heard Keeping It Plain saying that that's what his goal was in regards to Keeping It Plain. I've heard some other people like Remix say that, but you can't put that on Keeping It Plain. I've never heard Keeping It Plain say that. But I challenge you to produce the audio of him saying that. Produce the audio if that is what you are gun-ho and that's what you are swearing up and down. Those were his exact words. Produce the audio of him saying that. But you can't keep coming up now that you're back up windmilling for people. You can't misrepresent and try to twist people's words around to make, to make it try to seem something that it's not. That's not right of you to do, T-Pre. You always do the same thing, putting your foot in your mouth. You put your foot in your mouth all the time. I just needed to go over that real quick, y'all, because there was a lot of misinformation that was spread on that live because T-Pre's back and at it again. And every time that she misspeaks or says something wrong, I'm going to correct her ass on it every time. I think that when we're going into 2025, accountability is needs to be required going forward. Showing receipts and not just saying blatant lies on people. Just lying just because you can. Should no longer be accepted. It shouldn't. Y'all, thanks for listening to me. Please hit the like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate you all for joining me this morning. You guys have a great petty morning and enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all come back now, you hear? Y'all take care. Bye-bye.